All right, welcome back. In the last episode, we just did character creation. I talked a little
If
bit
you
about the
insist.
stats and stuff like that. I am not claiming that I'm an expert in D&D, especially the older advanced D&D that this is based off of. But I am quite knowledgeable. Uh, and so we just kind of like built our character. Here is our current stats, looking pretty good. And then we have these little icons that appear on our portrait. Those are from our kit, because we are a cavalier, so we get protection, poison, mind shield, resist fear. It also we have some resistances to acid and fire. Yeah, acid and fire down here. And then I believe those show up on our portrait when we hit a certain percentage of resistances. So right now we're at 20%. Okay, so we are right next to Candlekeep. And so we are going to go into the inn. And we're going to ignore these tutors
If
because
you insist.
we know how to play the game. But we're going to talk to everybody else that has a name, basically. So here's Winthrop.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Okay. Well, hello there, young one. Come visit your own pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? Okay. So I'm gonna do the second one because he's just kind of giving us a hard time. So you were always a big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier very nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with ye, my friend. The monks be walking about with poles on their nethers, but you're always welcome here in my sight. Grind did well by you, he did. So is there anything I can do for you? Okay. Sure, what do we have? Okay, so here's the resting menu. We can sleep in different kind of abodes. We have 140 gold. And he also does sell basic stuff. The bows here are red because we cannot use ranged weapons. But we can still use throwing daggers, which is a thing. So like we can't use darts, but we can throw daggers, I guess. All right, so let's look at this halberd. This is a D10, slashing, piercing, whichever is better. Speed factor 9, requires 13 strength. Okay, so we're gonna also look at the two-handed sword, which is a D10 slashing, requires 14 strength. Speed factor 10. So the halberd is one speed factor better, and then it's also the damage type is slightly better. We put in the last episode when we created our character, we put 1 point into each one, so we have no penalties for using either one. So I'm going to buy 2 halberds. The reason I'm buying 2 halberds instead of just one is we'll get through this in the story, but there is a iron crisis going on, and because of the iron crisis, weapons break, and they break all the time. So most likely this first halberd that we're going to be using is not going to last, and we need a backup. So that's why we have this backup. And I threw the quarterstaff we started with on the ground because that staff, you can't sell it. It is worth nothing. I don't think there's a value here. Yeah, it's a D6 crushing damage and usable by everybody but monk, which is interesting because in later additions to D&D, quarterstaffs are considered monk weapons. Anyways, so we're gonna use those. I don't think he had any armor. But he did have armor. This armor is quite expensive. So this is a good time to talk about Thaco. Thaco stands for 2-hit armor class 0. In 3rd edition and later, they kind of fixed the math, so higher is better. In Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, some things lower is better, some things higher is better. For armor class, lower is better. So armor class 4, but it's 3 versus piercing, and missile weapons 2 versus crushing. So this is a lot better versus crushing weapons. It requires 8 strength, weighs 40, and then not usable by a bunch of classes. We're not going to buy armor. We're going to try to find some. And then helmet. A note on helmet is it has this equipped abilities, protects against critical hits. This means you cannot be crit in melee by melee weapons. Pretty important. That stops a lot of random deaths, basically. Now we're going to what is the quick save button? F5? No. Q? Yeah. So we're going to basically just kind of loot. Though I can hit Alt. No. Tab. I can hit Tab and highlight anything that's interactable. So I can go over here and see this gets highlighted, all the names get revealed, and I can see that these 2 containers are highlightable. I can also cursor over and see, and my hand turns into a little looting icon with a ring. So this is locked. So I can, if I was a rogue, I could attempt to pick it, but I have really high strength, so I can try to bash the lock open. If I go into my character sheet, I believe that there is like a I thought there was like a bend bar, open doors 25. Anyways, it's a bonus based on your strength to do this kind of thing. And then so I hit my weapon, and then I click it, and I have successfully forced the lock open. And there's a couple scrolls in here. Scroll of infravision, a scroll of armor. Okay, and I just click those, put those in my inventory. Now I can't use these, they're red, because I am it says it's not usable by paladin. Basically, these are usable by they're usable by spellcasters that have that ability to cast that spell. So, and then there's also, I believe, use magic device is a thing. So there's just some generic noble people in here. There's a dagger here. We'll have the dagger as a backup for now. And then here is Firebead Elven Hair.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Yes, I'm back with the Hollowed Halls of Candlekeep. With the Iron Crisis upon us, the trip to Burgos was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorine's ward, aren't you? You have come into your own. If you would permit an old man, a jealous youth, to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tethril in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now. If you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Okay, so this is our first quest. Basically, go get his identify scroll back. If you're a spellcaster, oftentimes you end up just taking that scroll and using it to learn identify. There's enough identify scrolls later in the game, but in the beginning, it's nice to have. So we'll go grab his scroll. We're gonna peek upstairs.
If you insist.
So they're sleeping here, and there are loot, various gems and gold in these little chests. I hit quick save. Same deal. I can break these open, and I force that lock. Now, they can get upset with me. So if Potion of Clarity, see what that does. Potion of Clarity prevents feeble mind, confusion, fear, and charm. So we're already immune to fear and charm, but not these two. That might be useful later on. We'll put it in our quick slot that makes it up here. Okay. They will be upset with me if they see me stealing. So I do have to be careful. That's why I'm going to hit Q from time to time to quick save. And then one of these is going to be a lot harder to open. Maybe it's this one. It must be this one. I can't get this one. And it has a gem that's worth quite a bit. And if you start as like a really potent rogue, or if you import a character, you can get that gem right away. Nobleman here. Okay, so I bet he will get upset. Oh, quick save. I bet he will get upset if I break this in front of him. Yeah, someone has noticed you. You hear the guards being summoned. Now, what is the load button?
Very well.
Is that the load button? Yeah, okay. So I quick loaded there. Nobleman. They do have unique dialogue that I could talk to them. But because they're
Don't touch me.
not
I might
named,
catch something.
there's not really much. It's just kind of like lore and whatnot. We can threaten them, and we're not that kind of person. We were just wondering who might we sharing the inn tonight with. So he does say that he has a name, Christian of Waterdeep, but because he's like just so unimportant, they just call him Nobleman, right? And it doesn't change his name or anything when we do that. All right, well, let's go back downstairs.
All right.
So we can go up to Winthrop here,
as clean as an elven
and
arse.
we can sell this necklace for 5 silver, 5 gold, I mean. And let's make our way out here.
Very well.
So let's go do the first quest. And we gotta find a...
Greetings, young
Oh,
one.
there he is. Tethriel, Firebreathe sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well. Return the scroll to him, then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He's waiting for you at the steps of the central library. I assure you, child, it's a matter of greatest urgency. Okay, so we got his scroll. So we're gonna go back to the inn.
If you insist.
And then we're gonna go talk to Firebeat. I'm glad to see age hasn't hardened your heart towards a old man such as myself. I'll take all of your identify scrolls. I have great use of these types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you, protect you from any evil it might meet tonight. We're actually not gonna, since we're doing this right now, we're not gonna have the buff on us for tonight, which is not a big deal. We're actually gonna go right away and jump into some trouble. But he casts protection from evil on us. And we're gonna go use this protection from evil.
All right.
We're gonna come back and talk to her in a bit. But we're gonna go into this house right here. While we're protected from evil.
Hello.
This person named Shank. Oh, goody. I've gone and found you first. You are the Ward of Grind, no doubt. And I said, I am. Oh, our account will be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I have made my mission to end your life. Success will mean a little respect among my peers. So you see, you can do very little except to die.
Your life
Now we're in
ends
combat.
here.
So this game is real time with pause, so I can hit space and pause, and I'll know it's paused because everything in the background goes monochrome. We are getting attack rolls, and doing very poorly. I think we can turn those on. Can we? No, can't turn those on. Feedback to hit rolls. There we go. So we can see that we rolled a 2, and +1 is a 3 and a miss. And then there, we rolled a 15 +1 to 16, which was a hit. And then we did 14 damage. Okay.
Well,
You had a dagger, and then we will look around, grab any other valuables that might be about here. We will break that into that chest. There's another dagger. I think daggers just sell for like 1 gold. There's a warhammer in there. We'll sell that. And that's everything in this room. Now,
if you insist.
this person's gonna come talk to us. Parda. Cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me that something is very wrong. And so I can tell him that there was a man in there. It smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Hurry up, then. Equip yourself at the inn and go join Gorion at the steps. Okay. Well, we still have the buff. We're gonna run over. Oh man, I'm using the arrow keys to do the scroll here, and then that needs to be... It's going about the same speed as him walking, so I guess that's not terrible. So we're just gonna go down here into this other house real quick. Not the barracks. Yes, the barracks? Yes, the barracks. Not the barracks.
All right, all right.
We're gonna go into the bunkhouse.
If you insist.
I guess we lost our buff, so it didn't matter. Yeah,
I have a blade with your name on it.
bunkhouse. Carbos. Hey there. Your garide's a little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you mastered distraction. You don't look so dangerous. And I say, yeah, that's me. I'll not be here long. It doesn't matter. You'll not be here long either. It doesn't matter. It matters even to you even less. Just have you take a look at you, pretty face. But I don't see what the fuss is about. No matter. I'll deliver your skull, and I'm set for life. So another. And we rolled a 17, killed him
If
there.
you insist.
Tab, there's only one thing to loot in here. And it has nothing in it. And then we're gonna get
Well,
same deal. He's gonna come up and
Something on your mind?
Heron, I heard shouting. Candlekeep, you alright? He's dead. He lunged it with me a knife. So he tells me to go to the steps as well. And it's not safe here any longer. Okay. So there's other little side quests here before we go to Gorion. So we're gonna go do those.
Our rules are very strict.
So the gate warden here, he wants to teach us group combat, and so basically we go into this building here, we get a full party, and then we can basically do a mock combat. I don't think there's any rewards for it, so I'm going to tell him that I'm sorry, I can't he's like really pushing for it. Like we can't Well, sure, let's just do it. So we go in here, and then we get a small party. And then we can look. They got various things, but I don't think I get to keep their stuff that's on them. I mean, we'll try. Oil speed, potions, and then there's like abilities. And then I do have the AI on, so they're like automatically attacking. So yeah, so when these die, we are they're not giving us XP or anything. And I'm pretty sure I didn't get to keep any of those items. Yeah, lost item. Yeah. Oh, a lot more. That was a wait. There was a small shield +1 in there. I'm sure there's a way to like make it so you get that. But anyways, sleeping halfling, sleeping
Very
woman.
well.
There's a priest of Ogma. Talk to him.
These walls
Are
contain
you sick? You look
the
rather healthy, but
world's
you never dealt. Do you need any
knowledge.
potions or anything? So, yes, that would be nice of you. Take this potion. So he gave us a potion of healing, which is great. And then I believe that we can quick save, and then I think there's more in here. Yeah. We did not get noticed. Reader?
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Yeah. I think he's there just so we can get caught. Okay. A couple extra healing potions, which are going to be very useful.
All right.
Paul here has a quest for us. Hey kid, I woke up late and left my sword in the barracks. Can you go get it for me? Quick now before Gate Warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Drippin needs it for old Nessa. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the barracks. One thing about this game is walking takes a long time. I wish the movement speed could speed up a little bit. Let me talk to Fuller here.
All right.
I should have joined the army.
So poor Sep is get to the 2. I don't know how he does it. What he can do for me. Yeah. So we're gonna grab his sword. We need his sword. It's like, oh, sure, it's the chest up against the wall over there. I think it's this one. Yeah, and then there's the potion, the antidote potion, which we don't need ourselves because we are immune.
All right.
But we will. We will use that for the quest. Go back to Hull. Here we go. Thanks, kiddo. 20 gold pieces. And 20 gold pieces for grabbing a sword is pretty good, actually. I'm gonna quick save here.
By Moradin's hammer!
And he tells us we are already told him that we needed to get these rats out. So let's go get these rats. And now the funny thing about these rats is
ends
There's a
here.
cat. Right there, just hanging out with the rats. Another cat right there. So combat in the
Your
beginning
life
feels a little
ends
slow.
here.
That's mostly because this is a party-based game, and there's supposed to be controlling 6 people, and then also there's going to be a lot more to do in combat later. Laziest cats. I mean, the whole point of cats is so you don't get rats.
If you insist.
5 gold and 50 experience. Gonna talk to him. So, Grind asked him to teach us some fighting skills. So, he's basically just teaching us how to do the combat.
Your life ends here.
And then Eric starts throwing some, or firing some arrows at us. I did good, especially if Eric start firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. Yep. We didn't get hit, which is good. Now we're gonna go up here and talk to Treppin.
What do you need?
Felly left one of her books here again. It's in the hay beside the cow. Okay. Gonna do that. And then we're supposed to come back. And then she's over here. Hello there.
Hello there.
Have you seen my copy of History of Horelia anywhere? Anyways, yes. Oh, we already have it. Oh, my book. You remind me of Grind when you grin like that. Okay. Here's a little gem of mine. So, give us a Lynx Eye gem. Now we're going to go back to Drippin. And talk to him again.
What do you need?
And I say, too bad Nessa isn't here enjoying it. She's been sick and all. You get her one of them potions of antidote off whole. Did up drinking last night. So, we already did that.
What do you need?
So, we gave him the antidote and gained 50 experience. And, that's that. So we're gonna go basically go back to the inn, then we're gonna run through the middle here and basically finish off Candlekeep.
If you insist.
We're just going to basically sell everything we got here. He doesn't want the scrolls, which is unfortunate. He doesn't want the healing potion, which is fine. We want to keep that anyways. Sell all that. And then we'll stack the healing potions. And then...
If you insist.
I'm going to go past the singing men.
In the year of the turrets, a great host will come from the east like a plague of locusts. So saith the wise Alando.
The great lizards of the north shall descend.
One of these is important to us.
Saith the great Alando.
I guess they're just not going to, they're just going to stop. Yeah. One of those actually kind of talks about our little prophecy about what's happening with us.
Hey, it's me, Emmowen.
So I don't know why he calls her child. Is she supposed to be like the same age? But I'm sorry, child. but I'm not to tell anyone what I'm doing. I must go. She wants to come with, basically. And, yeah. So she's important. She's a childhood friend, and she's very important in the second game.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
Uncle Ryan, this is unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It's very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Okay, I am ready to go now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I am sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Get out of here!
Alright,
Dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
alright.
Hey, it's me, Emoen.
Sorry I never followed you, but I never got a Candlekeep. And those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets either. I saw Gorion and I am so sorry. Kind of figured something might be happening bad out here. How could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. It's like I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what he said, but he might still have. It might still be on his body. Anyways, I'm not gonna wander around out here all alone. Never let a friend down. No, sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise. I will. All right. Then we got Imoen. So what we're going to do here is we're going to caps lock. Play E2. Save. And we're going to call this an episode here. Next episode, we're going to make our way to the Friendly Arm Inn and find Gorion's friends. And we'll go from there. Figure out what our next steps are there. If I do hit the map, here the ambush site is up here. So I'm going to go check that out in the next episode as well. So I will see you then.